Hi, good evening. Good
Good
evening.
evening, man.
Raj, how was the entire event? What do you think of this Virtuosos and your Legends NFT event with the Queen? What do you think?
Yeah. First and foremost, when we started it off, I think it's been a huge journey for the last 4 months. But I think specifically talking about virtuosos, we're glad. To be very frank, we're glad because I believe that these days there are a number of parties they're hosting. Very very interesting sessions. But somehow, I would call it fate through Pentas and through also Shah. To be very frank, I got to know you, and I think you guys have done an amazing job to help us to arrange these sessions. But I believe here more than the others is to get these 12 artists right. The concept behind it, to get the 12 artists to come together to share on their journeys, to share on their expertise, on to give advice on how to work, and to the people who are new in NFTs, everything. So we made it some sort of focus for the artists. I think this is very important because every single artist in the platform right today, besides minting their art, many of them do not know their stories. I think this journey, this virtuoso, so understanding what they do, how they arrive there, some of the sacrifices they do, some of the achievements. So I believe it was a very wonderful platform to actually highlight things that they've done, and also at the same time make it valuable for the listeners so that they can pick it up of, oh, okay, this thing could be done, oh, I missed out. And also I believe we've also addressed some new people, right, who have also debuted. So I think this cooperation between Futurists and us for this project especially, which involves 12 artists with 12 different art genres for the Queen via TAF. So it's a charity foundation, one of a kind, I believe. So check it out, guys. Their works are amazing. And I hope, at the end of this Saturday, yeah, we'll get more and more traction. So yeah, I think it's been pretty good.
Yeah, I just want to ask you just a while because I'm kind of curious. How did you and Irsyad meet, or did you approach Irsyad or the Pentas team, or did how did this start off this
Yeah,
project?
sure. So basically, regarding Pentas, right? Because a lot of people ask us, why? I think I even tweeted recently, why do you had to pick? Because being part of UKM, Graduate School of Business, we're supposed to do a charity program. We could have done anything, we could have just go something very simple. We could just go and give food, or just do some crowdfunding and stuff. But we want to do something different, right? We wanted to, and then related to fertility and also NFTs and stuff. So it was a very, very difficult topic. It was very strange, alien for us, eight of us, to think in this line. But when we came across, one of our key criteria that we wanted to make sure is that we wanted to have a local platform. That was our first criteria. When we talk about NFTs, there's so many, there's OpenSeas, there's Superfarm, there's so many, Rarity and everything. But the thing is, we thought we wanted to give back to the community, not only through crowdfunding, but it has to be more than that, right? So we came up, we found that Pentas, to be honest, one of my colleague actually is, he brought us link to us to that, Nazri is also, I believe, in the call, and he introduced us to Pentas and said, hey, they work on heritage, culture and stuff, and they're the best fit for this. And then we did some digging, and eventually, get to speak to these guys. And honestly speaking, we spoke to Mo first, and then to Irshad, and they've been really, really helpful. We actually had a physical meet, actually, Irshad, in Bangsa. Yeah, and I think it's, to me, honestly, about Irshad or even the team, I'm not saying it for that. I think a few people also would agree with me, but this bunch of guys are super brilliant. The way they think, the way they do stuff, and we were inspired. So from there, we met them, we spoke to them, and we actually got to see their vision, and to be honest, for people who weren't from this NFT platform, we were drawn. To be honest, we were drawn, and we felt that, okay, we had the confidence to actually that we could pull this off. To be honest to you, and I think the rest is history. And yeah, of course, physical digital meet, and I think we also went together to the palace as well. So yeah, it's been a very great journey over here with the team.
Yeah, it's definitely been a great journey with you guys as well. I gladly do this 4 episodes very happily for you guys and for the Queen as well. Irshad, what was your reaction when the Legends NFT team approached you, and how did you eventually get to have the luxury, I would to say, to meet the Queen?
First when they approach, actually it's like what Raj mentioned. I think he approached one of our team members first. Then after that, we had a meeting in Bangsa. So we met at Bangsa, and at that time, that's my first time. I was briefed in details what is their plan, and then I said, because the first hurdle I believe at that time is actually to confirm that 12 artists. So that's their first challenge to, because the artists that they managed to, how to say, is all of them is talented artists, well known and talented artists, and at the same time their idea and ideology to bring NFT into actual charity foundation, which is a bit tough. So if you ask me, this is the first that has been done in Malaysia. This is the first, and I believe this is not the last. And I understand that the objective, of course, for us when we start NFT, right, you will start with all of us normal consumer, like normal user. But what is the best approach for us to go beyond normal consumer? Means to engage with institution, to engage with whatever foundation. So this is one of the first step. As again, if you want to jump into a swimming pool, you need to tip your toe first, right? So this is the toe tipping process first, because we need to gauge what is the acceptance of NFT, what is the acceptance of cryptocurrency, especially in our local scenes. So surprisingly, Raj and his team did a good job of exposing NFT. They did a good reach even until to the Queen. And when we have that session, we understand that, wow, actually a lot of people know about NFT. They are well prepared, and it's just a matter of time where there will be more and more institutions will be start on board, because I think this campaign is one of an example, the first pioneer, the first example that can be how to say, as a reference to some other campaign or program that will conduct in the future.
Yeah. Obviously, the reaction from the Queen itself is very positive. And were you surprised, Irsyad, when the Queen,
the Queen himself, he loves arts.
Okay.
Herself love arts, and even her himself, he do painting and so on. So when it comes to NFT, it's just, if for me, I see, okay, from conventional, it's conventional. Actually, people did do physical art auction, but of course, you're not gonna do something similar. If this is a new technology that evolve, there must be an entity, which is currently Raj is doing this. So there must be something new that all of us is quite interested to test and see. So that's why during that session, I believe it has, how to say, the positive feedback towards the new innovation, the way the teams, the way the foundation see it as a something that should not be neglect, and they are, how to say, open-heartedly accept, okay, why not they do NFT. So and even I believe the Queen during that session mentioned that, okay, why not inform all the media. So that's why I think Raj and his team managed to get all the media coverage, including, I think today there's a TV session in the morning, right, Raj? RTM.
Yep. I think yeah, you're right. I think TV
that,
media today was Selamat Pagi Malaysia.
Selamat Pagi Malaysia, yeah. So means the media coverage, and the point here is, if you didn't do it, you will not know what is the market acceptance, especially in NFT, because again, cryptocurrency back then, before Bitcoin or whatever become legal, back then, actually even have there are many papers mentioning about Bitcoin is a scam, crypto is a scam, and so on and so on. But yeah, market adopt it. Even now, local exchange, they have a corporate account, so which means this will bring another wave coming in. So crypto exchange start with local normal consumer. Now they are branching out into corporate account. So you imagine NFT is an introduction. Of course, art is one of the medium right now, but the way of the people, policymakers see it as a potential. So this is one of the message that I see what Raj and his team has bring. So yeah, this is the first time the Queen is accepted in a open heart, and yeah, we don't see any issue with that. So basically, the program go through, and this is the first, I believe, I'm proudly to say, thank you, Raj, congratulations to your team. This is the first officially fundraising done with NGO. like tough foundation.
Thanks.
Correct me if I'm wrong. If let's say there's any other done it before. No, right, Raj?
No, none of them were aware. Usually, it's it's done
No.
offline, social media, not official.
Yeah, it's done by No Future before for the flood, right? But that is another story. But officially with NGOs, registered organisation, with foundation, this is first done in Malaysia. And congratulations to you guys. You has just write yourself in the history book.
Thanks for the kind words.
In Raj, you and the Legends NFT team have been working tirelessly to make this event to be a success. And I think at the end of the day, it's not about the money raised from the auction, but the awareness spread towards NFTs, infertilities, and the Queen working together alongside with, I would say, a more futuristic project and a more futuristic concept. But did she have any doubts? Like the classic NFTs being able to, right-click save as, it's a JPEG. And the other thing I need to ask is, Binance Coin isn't even regulated in Malaysia. So how do you guys tackle this, and how did you guys, I would say, quote unquote, resolve this issue? Because there's still a bit of legality issues in Malaysia regarding the NFT things right here.
Yep, I think it's a very, very good question. I mean, first and foremost, right? Obviously, because when we started this project, as Irsyad said, right, there wasn't any reference that we could refer to, and there wasn't pretty much a pathway or anything that we could actually understand. And a lot of people, in the real world or even the NFT community had a bit of difficulties trying to understand what we're trying to do, right? So some of the first biggest hurdle obviously is that once we picked Pentas, we were very firm, we were very, very firm, to be honest. And when we were approaching, I'll share two stories, when we were approaching artists, some who are not in this list, big names as well, they were questioning, hey, why do you have to use BSC's margin? Why do you put in trouble? And even in the very beginning phase when we had to deal, because we weren't dealing with any kinds of foundation, we went straight up to the top, which is TAF, who is by Tuanku. So when it comes to such an institution, yeah, there were concerns, I would not deny. And obviously, because we started off from zero footage, so we definitely worked very closely with Pentas, the Irsyad, with Mo and the team. And I think they did a fantastic job to actually educate and advocate us. I believe that a lot of things, if you guys to listen to what they have done, right, they don't only go and say, hey, we have a marketplace buy. No, they actually educate you a lot of stuff. That's something I really like with the team. And that's where we learn, about the differences with actually exchange using Binance currencies, cryptos, exchange center fiat, and versus what we talk about BSC, which is smart chain. So when we look from that perspective, right, when we run in a BSC platform, so we could distinctly differentiate ourselves of the legality part about it. So we do not actually say, hey, I'm putting up money and I'm buying NFTs here. There's no exchange that is actually working behind the screen. But obviously, the exchange is between your existing crypto with your art. So this is how, we got the insurance from Pentas, and they've been super supportive with documentation and stuff to back up, and we brought it up. So this is how we got the trust. Guys, honestly speaking, when we deal outside this circle, if you see, right, we one of our cause is not only to advocate, raise money, obviously, social awareness and infertility, definitely. But if you see, we wanted to bring out the light, to shed the light, to share what Pentas is doing right now to the world on what is the reach of NFTs potential to the people outside. So that's why we try our best to not only promote here within the community, we bring it outside to mainstream media and stuff. So during this journey, of course, like you mentioned, the legality part has been sorted out. So that's how we sorted on that. Regarding the Queen side, right? You want to add something, Irsyad, maybe?
Oh yeah, I want to add up one thing, because there's a bit of confusion when people see Binance ban. Because I did had a meeting with MOF and together with Wei Min. Wei Min is one of the SC directors. So we had a meeting together with MOF, Ministry of Finance, with Deputy Minister, and also with Wei Min. And at that time, I did raise this issue because when they ban Binance is providing a unregulated service. So which means if you want to exchange from fiat to crypto, you need to do it in the licensed exchange. That's why we have 4 licensed exchange. What they do is actually they are because Binance provide peer-to-peer service, that is unregulated space. So that's why they are being how to say banned. But people do forget that Binance Smart Chain, which is the Binance coin, those are two different things. And even I did ask Wei Min during that meeting, and I said, what if, because Pentas is a company that we earn from crypto, and to be specific, we earn from Binance coin. And he straight away answered that, okay, you whatever you do outside, they don't want to know, but to funnel in, to flow, we can deposit back to our corporate account with Synergy as a Bitcoin, transfer Bitcoin, and so on and so on. Because again, Binance, there's no services in Malaysia. Because there's no services where you can convert fiat and crypto. Yeah, you can do it whatever, but they don't want to know, and they don't care. But as long as it does not involve any AMLA, so it should be okay. This is the thing that confuse people when they see Binance being banned. They thought that, okay, you use Binance also illegal, Binance Chain also illegal. So this is wrong facts, misleading information.
Yeah, Irsyad, you touched on the point regarding the P2P also.
Yep. Same goes with Monero. For those who are familiar, not Monero, sorry. I forgot the service name. Because mostly P2P, very short and simple. Whatever conversion between fiat and crypto, theoretically, it must be done in a regulated space. So if you want to convert fiat to crypto, it must be done in regulated space. If not, so basically you are doing something it's not authorized lah. But of course, in certain cases, those services is not available. Even if you want to, my issue is I want to do it legally, but the service is not provided in Malaysia. Then the regulators have no choice except, go ahead, do. And then whatever funnel in, you can still funnel to the regulated exchange. Unless let's say BNB is available in maybe Luno, and at that time maybe there's a different story lah.
So your point,
but when it comes to peer-to-peer, so actually you are doing conversion. Theoretically, you are doing conversion. So that's why all the peer-to-peer services are actually being blocked in Malaysia.
Correct. And is it correct to assume that peer-to-peer trading is quote-unquote illegal?
Oh, this one I cannot give a black and white. I have no clue.
Okay. We're not here to talk about that.
Yeah.
Right. Well, we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about the projects and the NFT stuff. Yeah, Raj, you got anything more else to add before I move over to Riharu? Riharu is here, actually.
Yeah. Just a little bit more. I mean, I think Irsyad explains better definitely about this stuff. So that's how, we established that. But I would like to address that question that you asked about, the save as and the legalities part. But as Irsyad said, right, when we talk about a perspective where we could actually tie up NFTs and use it as a fundraiser, bring in with the NGO, that the potential is vast. To be honest, guys, because we deal with a lot of people from the real world to market it and put it right. They are aware of these NFTs, but there are a lot of misconceptions, and we try as much to educate them. So as long as every one of us play our part, to explain and advocate this, especially, I believe that it's just a matter of time. The acceptance would be there, because if the Queen itself, she understands, she can accept it, and it's very clear. I think it's all about how you explain it to them. So I think it's a very important point, that all of us play our part, and I think that's the easiest way for NFTs to actually thrive out, actually. Okay, yeah, off to you, Shinji.
Yeah, you're definitely right on that one. Okay, we'll just start off with today's topics, and today's session just now was, I would say, a bit more like an ice-breaking session to let you guys know about the progress of the events and what's going to happen. Obviously, this is our final episode with Legends NFT, and it has been a very big honor to help them host these events and podcasts as well. Got to know a lot of fantastic artists. We have one right here, Riharu. Hi, Riharu. Good evening. Can we do a sound check with you?
Hello, hi everybody. What's up, guys?
Yeah, Riharu, please take the stage away. Introduce yourself and what you are currently doing.
Okay, before I start, I want to say thanks for inviting me tonight. Actually, to be honest, I'm so excited to be here. So I'm Riharu, and currently I am an illustrator and visual artist based in KL. I was born in KL and I live here for my entire life. Okay, by right, actually I'm still green in this art industry, but I like to share with you guys why I decided to be an illustrator. Is it okay?
Please go ahead.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm not feeling well tonight.
Go get.
Okay. Long story short, when I was young, I just like normal kids. When the teacher comes to me and asks me what I want to be when I grow up, I just like say my cita-cita is to become a doctor, police, and teacher, and so on, blah 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 like that. But deep inside my heart, actually, I really want to do comics. But really, I'm not good at doing that. Seriously, I tried to do comics but I fail. And suddenly, I realized, oh, macam ada rupanya profession as illustrator, which I can summarize a whole story in a single image. So, masa I dekat art school, I study fine art with majoring in sculpture. But sedihnya, I'm not use sculpture to make a living. After I graduate, I went to work at different companies in which I had a pretty miserable life, but they taught me a lot of things. They teach me what I didn't learn in my art school. But after having been working on that for a while, I realized it's not what I wanted to do, it's not what I want. Because I'm not 9 pagi sampai 5 petang punya person. I cannot work with the working culture like that. So I decide to leave a nest and I flying solo. Okay, then masa tu memang yakin benar lah untuk I jadi freelancer. So I started looking for my own clients. I join art market, I rent a booth, join art exhibition and start introduce myself to the public. I show them my little of my work. So at that time, many of them just slapped me on my shoulder and they told me, "Oh, Riharu, it was very good. It was very good," but nothing happened. Then I realized going solo doesn't mean I can be part of a team because creative need other creative too. So I start do some collaborating with other artists but in different areas. I collaborate with like photographer, graphic designer sampai ke penulis buku and until now I still work with them. So we do a lot work such as art consultant, we do art class, product packaging, advertising, fashion runway, book cover, macam tu lah punya artwork yang kita orang buat. So I think that's all I can talk about my journey so far.
Yeah, you were talking about the importance of having a team and having people work together with you. I think that's very vital if you want to be successful, not only as an artist, but to whatever you do. And to just slide in right there, Pentas is a very tightly knit team. So back to you, Irsyad. How did this idea of Pentas came about? And just talk a bit about that. How did you guys formulate such a team, find the right people?
Okay. For those who follow me, even before Twitter, most of our Pentas co-founder, we start a crypto group called Malaysia Crypto Club in Clubhouse. So we early last year, Hadri is the one that created those Malaysia Crypto Club, and it start as 10 people, 20 people into I think now 3,000 plus members in Malaysia Crypto Club. So during those days, what we do is very simple. It's same as what you do, Sinji. We advocate people, we tell people about crypto. Because the objective is very simple and straightforward. For the past, since 2018, when it comes to crypto, people always say it is a scam. People always fall for Ponzi. So that's why it is very tiring. And when we host that session, when we just talk, me and Hadri, we are talking, and we Marif with Jan at that time, and we have a few more people at that time, we just discussing what is our past experience, what is the things, because we know that this technology is something that is it's not going to stop. Either you like it or not, it will be here. It will be massively adopted by every single sector. So instead of doing nothing, so at that time, because most of us is stay at home, right? During pandemic lockdown, most of us stay at home. So we just stay at Clubhouse, we just talking, we share our knowledge, we talk about we do coins reviews, and we dissect whatever potential project. Those are the things that we do. And since February, we know that at that time NFT start to get trending. And of course, before that, there's Rare Pepe and whatever NFT. But 2021 is a year where NFT start to get traction. And we see during that stage, we know that most of the marketplace is just marketplace. Right? If people do marketplace, it's standard layout, normal layout. You will see there's a filter, the layout is the same. And even until today, if you see all of the marketplace, it's just copying one another. The only difference is either you support more network, you have this extra network, you have this network. I can say the same, because if you see either in Solana, either in everything is the same, right? So when we have the idea where, okay, what if when it comes to building a marketplace in initial stage, of course, for us, many people say to us like, hey, why you want to build a marketplace? There's a lot of players already. Why you still want to do? Because we see, I did tweet it before, because we don't want to, how to say, it's the same analogy as Instagram and Facebook, right? Because there are certain niche that people didn't realize it yet, and based on the data that we have, even from the beginning, we noticed that what if there's a marketplace where people are not stressed out, right? People, okay, when they put on the market, people thought, okay, I need to make a sale. But what if there's a platform where people stay and enjoy? It becomes a better Instagram. It becomes a place where people can scroll. Because again, at that time, if you see, how to say, we investigate like hand and so on, the way they do the layout, the way they do the UI, it's not convenient for newcomers. And even the terminology that they use at that time is like, okay, you need to swap, you need to those are the initial idea where and how you're going to structure Pentas. Because one of our objectives is very simple. We know that there are many sub-communities. Sub-community means there's a group of artists that are trying to advocate about NFT, but it never go to the mass market. Because why? Because it's too, how to say, concentrated to, okay, only artists, or only for those who, if you are doing arts, only, how to say, you are the one that should involve in NFT. But the things that we see at that time, what if we can bring NFT to the mass market? So which means hobbies, which means someone that have a photo on their phone just want to upload on the internet. But again, the same question goes, do we still remember the first photo that we upload on the internet? No, right? Nobody still remember. But if there's a platform where if you upload something, if you upload a photo, not only it can be part of your historical journey, but it can be traded. And we make it so simple that you don't need to care about, oh, I need to, how to say, choose either it should be edition or it should not be edition, it should be 721 or it should be 155. Those are the terminology that, again, for those who invented internet at that time, who cares about HTTP? Who cares about PHP or HTML? People just go to website, right? So those are the ideology that we try to bring in, and those are the concept that we will try to push forward. And the objective is very simple and straightforward. We want to make the marketplace as simple as possible, as enjoyable as possible, as clean looks as possible. So if we do have a statistic that people spend on average almost 9 minutes per unique visitor, and that is a user who spent 4 hours. I don't know what this guy do lah. Maybe he scroll the timeline until 4 hours. So those are a good statistic where a trend of people, okay, if you see in any NFT space, because we did a market study, and we of course, our internally we have an analysis even before Pentas go live, because we know 10,000 PFP, that's normal. Every day there's a 10,000 PFP, and it's about time where if those projects make it, then it's a congratulations for those. But the things that stay is actually when it comes to a platform or mostly I would call it social media lah. Why we are here on TikTok? Why we are here on TikTok? Why we are here on Twitter, where you can only tweet how many 250 tags, but in Facebook you can put a lot. But why we are still here? There are certain niche that if you see the trend of all marketplace, all of it is actually the same. They are forking one another. It's just a matter, okay, they have an extra network, this guy have an extra network, that's it. So that's why we built everything from scratch. We did not use any library or plugin, because if you want to build a marketplace, it's quite simple and straightforward. You can pull out, let's say, OpenSea API. Immediately, within how many days, you can launch your own marketplace. But who are you? You are not independent. So that's why we have that concept. We have the idea where marketplace should not be just a marketplace. It must be a social platform where remove your hassle. Because sometimes when people think about NFT, I need to structure my project, I need to proper. No, what if you ease your process, forget about everything, you treat NFT as what you enjoy on a social platform. If you have time, if you have photo, upload it. If you want to sell, you sell it. If you want to draw on the weekend, design, put it on marketplace, do it. So we want to make Pentas as a happy platform. We want to make it as stress-free platform, instead of just, I need to make sure my project is a hit whatever. So those are the objective that we are trying to bring. And based on that, based on the market study that we have done during that May, June, July, and we start to see the trend and pattern. And yeah, those are our journey. And the idea again come from Clubhouse. So we have talked about it. We among the team members, we dissect the idea. We have a marketing in our team. We have a cybersecurity in our team. We have a developer in our team. We have a strategist in our team. So that's why those are Pentas, the one that founded together with me. All of us has a special skill set that without them, actually all of we won't reach at what we have today. So yeah.
Yeah, it's really amazing to have do a Clubhouse session and then suddenly come to found a local NFT marketplace that can really compete with all the international marketplaces out there. If I'm not mistaken, Irsyad, Pentas is actually the top 10 already in the Binance Smart Chain, right?
Yep. Top 5.
Top 5, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's definitely a very big achievement right there. I think the part which I like about Pentas the most is your motto, preserving digital heritage and culture. Is that another reason why this marketplace, apart from its simplicity, is different from OpenSea and Hand?
Okay. When it comes to brand positioning, you need to be unique. You need to have something, because when it comes to marketplace, generic, right? You can throw everything there. You can throw whatever. But what if you can consolidate? What if, because in order for you, because this is your strategy to position yourself to compete in a global stage. You're not, actually the competition is not local. The competition is how, if you want to build a brand, how you want to build a startup that has a unique identity to position yourself in the global stage. So it means you must have special indicators, and doesn't mean that another analogy I would love to say, when Amazon launched their first e-commerce, they start with selling books online, but at that time there's eBay, right? So if you are small, if you want to compete with the big players, you must have your own special unique identity. Then from the traction that you gain, you further improve and grow. So when we do a market study, when we see all of those marketplaces, actually it's just a generic marketplace. What if we came up with a solution where, okay, this is a place where we preserve things, and not only for because we need to empower culture and heritage. We need to bring back when it comes to history, right? Back then people write on the papyrus as a historical, people write on papyrus, then people write on the books, and then people save on the database. But now we should do it on NFT, because NFT and blockchain, because it is immutable. If you build a startup, or if you build a brand or product, you must have a strong niche for you to gain traction. So that is the things that we found out the entire marketplace has missed out. They miss out this. It's just a generic marketplace. Yes, of course, if you're generic, you have a higher traded volume. But for Pentas, this is our niche, and this is how we build our brand positioning. And from there, once we get the traction, we will further expand and grow. Again, it will go for multi-chain. It will go for instead of Binance, we also gonna expand to Phantom Network. We wanna go for editions. We wanna go for, the key point here is to get that first traction, and after that, it's just a snowball. Without that, when people see, hey, how do you position yourself? It's just similar to other marketplace. Oh yeah, better go to another marketplace. So that's why we need that special unique identity. And at the same time, other than individual artists, because of that strategy, we also position ourselves for institution. And again, I give you an example. If let's say Balai Seni Negara, they want to archive all of that physical and digital. We are we are loved to be one of the technology partners for that. And not only Balai Seni Negara, Monas is in Indonesia. I don't know what Monas means. So even in Indonesia, even in this region, in this Southeast Asia, there must be an entity that has that technological capability to do preservation. So yeah, this is the empty void that we need to fill.
Yeah, I think you guys definitely achieved it wonderfully. And it will seem awkward for Balai Seni Negara to look at OpenSea and contact OpenSea and say, guys, we want to our Balai Seni artworks on OpenSea. Let's try and sell it on Rarible. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen because you guys have built Pentas such a way that it has become so native to Malaysians, especially Malaysians, and in particular, Asians as well. Which is why I'm really happy that you guys started and you guys threw a very big lifeline to many other people out there. So we have a lot of things to thank you guys for, not just the hard work from the team, but a lot of stuff to definitely thank.
Actually, if you see the concept of business strategy, I love to talk about business strategy because a part of a programmer, me myself, I love to read multiple books related to this. And if you see, people can dissect why Uber is failing in Malaysia, but they are so huge, right? They have a multi-billion-dollar investment, but Uber still fails in Malaysia. So yeah, there are many motivation. There are many why Amazon, why Alibaba is not, people here still use Shopee. So because of that tailored, specific tailored, and because of local touch, yeah, we hope that of course we can build the base and foundation here, but at the same time we will try our best to go beyond, to go regionally.
Yeah. Now talking about local touch and local flavor, right? We have Sueannajoe here. Hi Suenna, how are you?
Hey, hi there. Finally.
Yeah, finally can get you up in the space. You know, I think it's because Irsyad is here, that's why you came. But regardless, you're still here. Hi, welcome.
Hi.
Take the session away. The speakers have already done their own introduction. Take some time to give yourself a good introduction. I know that you're a mother of 2 boys, so yeah, you can talk about them also.
Okay. Hi. Sorry, I was like a bit busy just now. Had some wifey things to do. Okay. So and just a while ago when I was about to join, my photorealistic piece, Night Walk, that I did was just sold for 0.9 BNB. The funny thing is, early on, the same person actually he bid it for 0.115, and I tweeted and I had to reject because it was a bit too low, and I believe that it had more value to it, and I kind of tweeted it, and suddenly he upped his offer. So I think it was really cool. So one thing I want to say is that believe in your works. I mean, if you have a high value artwork and someone offers it for something really low, just try not to immediately accept, and just hold on to that. And you never know. And I was like, wow, just it was just like how it happened with Russo Emas. I mean, that was crazy. That was just absolutely out of this world. I just cannot, something that I don't think would happen again, but hopefully it will. So yeah, you just gotta believe and put value in your works. And how I usually put on my, in the beginning, if you see my NFT, I started really bad. There was this artwork which already sold, which I reminted, and I think Abugi bought it. It was called Pudu. It was also a photorealistic piece. So I actually posted it on a group in Facebook. Originally, when I first minted, it was like 2 BNB. I know it was really high. It was new. I didn't know how to put prices, and people were laughing at me. I mean, people were like, "Okay, are you serious?" So it really demotivated me at that time, because that was like my first Genesis piece on Pentas. So I removed it and I minted a different piece, and it got sold, alhamdulillah. And then like later on, I decided to try to remint. I actually reminted it like 3 times, and then the third time it finally got sold, but slightly lower than the initial 2 BNB. But still, I believe that we should never give up. Every time, sometimes when getting unsold, it's really, you start questioning yourself, like, is my work really worth it? And it's kind of hard to move on from that, especially for artists and creators like me, who really do it for the sake of art. So then later on, I tried to study the market. I mean, like, what kind of artworks would do well on this kind of NFT platform, because it's very different from the traditional way. And I noticed that all these profile pictures, all these collectibles are more has more traction. So that is how I came up with a lot of collectibles. But one of them is I'm Sonia, and this is where because right now we don't have the editions. So this was the way that I could sell my artworks, keep on selling at a lower floor price. So I think it is important for us to, we have to balance our artwork. So this collection features that came out, I think it's a really, really game changer, and I am very, very much looking forward to the editions. So I don't know what else to say. Just keep on asking, and I'll just answer.
All right. Thank you so much, Sueanna. Yeah, talking about artworks, right? Riharu has also a lot of amazing artworks. Riharu, your artworks is mostly female. Okay, you are kind of depicting their successes or their struggles. It is very traditional and of course very native to us Malaysians. Once we know that this is definitely from a Malaysian artist, and definitely you are achieving what Pentas is also hoping to achieve. Why is it so? Why stick it to female mostly? And can you explain it a bit more about that?
Oh, okay. Actually, my artworks are mostly female, yeah. But I will give you the cliche answer first. I mostly portrayal of women in my illustration because for me, women are the symbol of life. Women is both soft and powerful, practical and spiritual. But it is just a cliche answer. The truth is, it is not about gender stereotype. It's not about the woman actually, but it's all about the hair. Yeah, hair, rambut. I love rambut actually. I need to confess that I have obsession about human hair. I like how they style the hair, how they taking care of the hair and all about it. And also, actually, I do collect many books about hair. I do research about it and I learn and study about the cultural history around the world about hair. Okay, but many people will say to me, then why you draw only a female? Lelaki pun ada rambut kan? To answer this question, actually, I will say because the hair is the richest ornament of human. And also, I think I need to refer my past job scope. Since I work with agency until I do freelancer, most of my client before they run a business yang focus more kepada female product. For example, I do illustration for Human magazine, I do illustration for fashion runway, perfume packaging and beauty products yang kebanyakannya memang melibatkan female. So, I can say that the main factor why my artworks are mostly female because dah terbiasa with woman figure. Nothing more than that. I just want to share, I'm on my way to publish my own book about human hair. It will cover the social meaning of hair, gender differentiation, spiritual custom, and modern attitude.
Riharu, I got an idea for you. It's going to be quite a crazy idea. You want to hear it?
Yeah, sure.
Why don't you mint that book into an NFT?
Good idea, Sinji. Thank you so much.
Irsyad, what do you think?
And also you can release edition at that time. You release edition for those maybe 10,000 copies or I don't know.
Oh,
for those who I know there's one project, maybe I might share. I know there's one project they are preparing for the edition, so it means those artists gonna release 10,000 copy. For those who bought, can go to their website, connect wallet and redeem, fill in the address, and immediately they can ship the item. So yeah, this is a good case example for your books.
Okay, thanks for your suggestion, sir.
Now I'm just I'm viewing a Riharu profile. Since he mentioned about hair, I just noticed. Oh yeah, man! All ladies and especially the what alter ego,
right?
The alter ego series, alter ego series, like you have multiple hairstyle.
Yeah.
I mean, the first time we spoke to him, correct me if I'm wrong, Riharu, you said that you studied for it, right? Some sort of studies for hair. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah. I'm studying about hair, the cultural hair of human.
Yeah. So when we heard about that, right, Chenji, we were stunned, Imagine we saw all his arts. He's amazing. He's a genius in detailing. And then when we first did a video call with him, a tiny guy with his hood and his cap sitting in front, and suddenly he started talking about women and then talking about hair, we were just all staring at him because we told him straight, we've never heard of such a study for hair, but truly amazing. Just
I have one suggestion. I didn't see any curly hair or
yeah.
Oh, curly hair, Riharu, what do you think?
Yeah, actually I hate curly hair because my hair is curly, too curly and frizz. I spend much money to go salon for repair my hair.
Irsyad, it's his second collection, Irsyad.
Second edition, second collection. Yeah, thank you so much, Riharu. I actually didn't expect this answer. I was expecting like, women, they inspire me, stuff like that. But then you remove the cliche part and talk a bit about a weirder part of stuff. But yeah, I think that's pretty interesting. Talking about hair. But your use of colors is, I would say, amazing, fantastic. In this case, it's not so bright, less use of the flamboyant colors, and more on the darker side, the more enigmatic shades. How do you practice with such colors? How do you develop it?
Hey, thanks. I'm impressed you, Shinji, can elaborate my use of color scheme.
Oh yeah. You can hire me. I charge 5 ringgit.
Okay. For me, color may be the most important tool artists can use to express themselves, share their belief, convey a message, and transform viewers intellectually and emotionally. But honestly, I hate colors. Seriously, I hate colors. I bad in painting. I hate to coloring. I more prefer black and white. But one of my friends told me before, she told me the most you hate something is the most you need to deal with it. And I still remember when I was in my art school, the only subject I score with low grade is painting subject. So I'm struggle with the color. People will say coloring is fun, coloring is therapeutic, coloring has the ability to relax and blah 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 blah. But for me, coloring and painting is stressful. But by hook or by crook, I need to paint my artwork for make a living. So what can I say? I have bad relationship with color. For me, it's not PAINT. It's PAIN. So maybe that's why I'm less use a bright color.
I see. You want to express your PAIN every time you PAINT lah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll move on over to Sueannajoe first. Hi, Sueannajoe. Full-time FT artist, mother of 2 boys also. How has it been for you so far? And how have you picked yourself up at your lowest points?
I sleep it off.
Nice. Okay.
I try and get good food, and I just sleep it off, and I just wake up, and I just mope around, and I just try and be positive. I mean, like, I gotta be honest. Sometimes, my days aren't that good, but a simple GM on Twitter really does help light up the mood, and especially when you get responses from fellow Pentasians. It's really heartwarming, and it actually does help me lift up my mood more or less. So yeah, I think being on having this support from the community, even if it's like on social media, it's like internet people, in a way, it really does help. Because after all, we are on internet and on like NFTs on online platforms. So I think the bridge between online friends and like real friends is like really narrow, and most of these online friends sooner or later does become your real life friends. So I think it's really important to always engage with the community, and don't bottle it inside. I am known to let out my feelings, let out my whatever my thoughts are. So I think it's really important that we keep on engaging with the community. So I would say that the community definitely helps me lift up my mood. Of course, my family, my kids, of course, obviously. But yeah, I think it's the community itself. They help me lift up my mood. I mean, a lot of times I get DMs. If they don't want to comment on my tweet, they would like DM me personally and ask me, am I okay? How are you doing? Things are going to be okay. So it really does help a lot. So yeah.
I know one thing. Sue is one of leads of a girls group, but I'm not sure what is the status of that girls group. But I know she's a part of the advocate of that group. So thank you, Sue.
Yeah, no problem.
But talk a bit about social media and the community, right? Let's face it, sometimes when we scroll social media too long, we end up mindlessly scrolling. It can get a bit toxic, no? Seeing some competition, some negativity appear. Too much positivity, there's also a problem. Too much negativity, there's also a problem. So what do you do during that situation? You take a break, or do you go and kiss your kids, or what happens? What's the process right there?
Okay, so what I do is usually I would probably express myself about it first. I tweet about it, and then I'll take some time off. Yes, with my kids, probably watch some Netflix, or maybe I would approach. There are a few people who I like to approach with my problems. Like if I have something going on, I would like DM them and talk to them about it, and they would advise me things. So yeah, that's how I usually go about it. And another thing, if I am feeling extra like in a mood, I would start to try to draw something. So I think sometimes when you see me doing all these, when I come up with all these finer pieces, like these intricate doodles, is usually when I'm going through a lot in my head. So that is how I let it out. I express it through these canvases. So it kind of clears my head, and it helps me release all this toxicness away, and I think that is a plus point of being able to do art. You express your emotions. I mean, it's like a blank canvas, and your head is like so full. There's just so many things going on. So when I am focusing and doing the art, it kind of releases it. So once it's done, once I've uploaded it, once I've shared it, it's like a huge relief off my shoulders. So yeah, there's a few ways, but yeah, that's how I do it.
Right, yeah. Basically, your artwork is equivalent to your emotions and your feelings that time, and it can be kind of a, sometimes it might be a mess, because the day before you drew it you were happy, and then suddenly you were sad this day. So it's kind of like a calm storm, so to speak. Is it something like that? How does it work? Is it, you can correct me if I'm wrong on that one.
Yeah, it is. I mean, because like for me, I'm a very emotional and sensitive person, so it's really unpredictable to say. So I think also sometimes which is one of the reasons why I have so many collections, so many is because sometimes I'm working on a piece and I'm not feeling good about it. I don't like it. I feel unmotivated. I will like kind of like put that aside and do something new, and I produce it. So it's always a it isn't always like a I don't have like a exact step one, step two, step three kind of way how to deal with it. But yeah, I believe that being able to keep on producing artworks is very therapeutic. Whether it is very dark, if you can see some of my artworks, it can be very dark. There was this, I think, about this last week, this 2 weeks. If anyone remembered, things didn't go too well on social media. Some of the things I said, so my pieces were a bit dark. It was the abstract kind of series, and yeah, I was actually finding myself, and I felt lost. Yeah, being able to create that and share that visually really helps me, to deal with these issues and slowly detoxify, if you gotta say. So yeah, that's how I do it.
That's amazing. That's a very very abstract way of dealing with your emotion and laying it out on the artworks itself. So yeah, thank you so much. Now, on the topic of expressing your emotions, Irsyad, you are a coder. How do you express your emotions? Because coding is, from what I know, it's just black and white. Then where's the gray area about it?
Man, if people measure my stress level is really very high. It's just I didn't show.
Yeah. So how do you manage it?
Very simple. Sometimes I did voice out, but not on my official Irsyad Twitter. But
Okay.
But yeah, especially if you are trying to advocate people about NFT and blockchain, and hate DMs is normal for me. People do DM me and say, screw you up. I don't want to say the bad word, because you are doing the NFT and so on. So you are destroying the forest. Those type of hate DMs is normal. And if I'm gonna consume all of that hate DMs, oh damn man, I'm gonna be so stressful every day. But yet, sometimes I have my, how to say, social detox. I have maybe instead of on my Irsyad Twitter account for NFT, maybe I have Irsyad Twitter account for whatever fun or yeah, those are how I balance out myself lah. But of course, for me, if I stress, I just I do shout out, but not from my official account. Maybe on whatever platform I did shout out, but because of that, especially if you have someone that follows you, someone that, because for me, I believe, of course, there are many people who don't understand. And again, for those who hates cryptocurrency, for those who hates NFTs, but our role is actually to advocate, to teach them. Even people throw us a shit, we just return them with diamond. So those are my how to say, my go-to. So it means, yeah, I will never stop. Me and the teams and everyone, hopefully, will never stop advocate people about the potential of NFT, the benefit of NFT and cryptocurrency itself. And how do I manage my emotion? My wife know me the best. So yeah.
So do you do some exercise sometime? You take
Oh man, I need to exercise back. I need to exercise back. But then, yeah, in the morning, normally I will go for maybe 30 minutes, not 30 minutes, roughly, or 45 minutes jogging on the treadmill. But now, mostly in the morning, I need to settle corporate related things. Afternoon, maybe meetings, and maybe at night, I need to do some code reviews. So because of that, so yeah, I eat also. So that's why, damn man, I need to maintain. I need to exercise again.
Yeah, you probably should, because information disclosure, Irsyad, if you don't mind me. I sometimes I actually go to your live stream on Instagram when I see you jog. So guys, big information disclosure. You can follow Irsyad on Instagram. I don't know whether his profile is private or not. So sometimes if he jogs, right, he'll
Yeah,
just
it's not private. It's not private. People can follow me.
so you can see him jogging, and then you can go and have a chat with Irsyad in the morning. So it's pretty enjoyable, guys. You guys should check him out on Instagram. I mean, provided if you get back your schedule and go back and exercise lah, of course. But I really like your quote right there. That really caught my eye. Is people throw you shit, you return them diamonds. I'm definitely going to, if I'm going to mint that or something like that, we're going to do something about it. That's a very good quote right there. But how stressful is it to be a CEO? Can you really talk about that a bit? How stressful is it? Like the amount of threats on Pentas is definitely numerous, but how stressful is it actually?
I have a team, so that's a good thing. I have a team that I really want to say thanks to the team. Pentas is not only about me; it's about another 5 of us and also the Pentas team behind. Sometimes we have our own internal discussion. We see how we can manage conflicts. Not conflicts. How to say? Not conflict. Crisis management. Yeah. How are we going to handle crisis? It's quite stressful, but again, if you have a strong team behind you, you share with them, all of us, the team members of Pentas, we are really supporting each other. We know our pro and cons, our what is the things that we need to do, because 5 brain is better than 1. That's how, if only 1 brain, man, I'm gonna explode. So because we have many brains, not only 1.
Yeah, teamwork basically. Yeah. Okay, we'll move over to thank you so much, Irsyad, for the words right there. Thank you so much. We'll move over to Riharu. Riharu, where do you take reference and inspiration for your artworks? I mean, you told us just now from hair, but where else do you take reference and inspiration? Like, how do you picture the woman before drawing the woman? Do you picture the hair before drawing the hair? What happens? Walk us through the thought process during that.
Where do I take a reference? Actually, I was really inspired from other artists, especially from my reference artists. I just get inspired by what they are doing. I'm just looking at their work and learning from them. Actually, don't expect too much from me. There are nothing new under the sun. I just mash out or remix of one or just ideas. That's it. This is what I'm doing to get inspiration to do my art piece.
I see. And then the descriptions, did you think of it yourself, or do you have someone to do it for you?
The description actually my wife punya kerja.
Behind every man, there's a wife behind.
Yeah.
Whoa, okay. That's very good right there. Okay. Your children, your wife punya kerja lah, I assume.
If I have a question for Yaru actually. Shinji, if I may.
Please,
I
Raj.
mean, I know. I mean, as I mentioned, right, he's very good in detailing. Riharu, I just have a question for you, right? When we actually approached you for this, you had a number of themes on hand, right? Just curious, why did you pick hope? Did you actually an idea immediately there, or how did it work? And if you look at I've actually pinned his work, guys. Yeah, maybe share a little bit on why. I'm also very curious why you picked hope from all the 12 emotions.
Okay. Why I pick hope for my team, right?
Yep.
Okay. Actually, since I get married on 2014, me and my wife didn't plan to have any kids. We we enjoy our life like to go travel everywhere, tak kira masa, even though dah tengah malam pun just macam rasa nak makan dekat Melaka, just we go to Lepak Melaka malam-malam. So we don't need any kids masa tu. Then every month we join art market, we rent a booth dekat setiap state in Malaysia and keep busy. So to get a child is not priority to us. But after 5 years on 2019, tiba-tiba my wife get pregnant. And just 4 months before the MCO, my wife deliver our first child. Then on that time barulah macam I rasa, oh macam ni rupanya rasa ada anak. So to relate with my artwork, I wish all married couple have kids and share the same feeling like I do.
Wow, Sueannajoe has 2 boys. Irsyad, do you have kids?
Not yet. Soon.
Okay. So, if you guys are wondering in the audience, this 12 words thingy is actually part of the Cryptonate project, where they have a list of 12 words, 12 different types of emotions, and each of the artists get to choose each particular word and tailor their artworks to that particular word. So in that case, Riharu's word was hope, and Suenna, what's your word and why did you choose it? What's your emotion and why did you choose it?
My one was depression and sorrow, mainly because I personally have gone through 2 miscarriages, but that was like I got the first child, and then after that I actually went through a divorce, and then after I remarried, I had 2 miscarriages. So yeah, finally the third, which is my youngest, I finally got him. So this is why, like, my eldest son and my youngest is like 8 years apart, which is pretty far. So yeah, going through miscarriage is something definitely not fun. It was very hard, not only emotionally but physically as well. So then there's that, you start questioning yourself as a woman, as a person who's created to become a mother with a womb. You start questioning your worth. It's like, am I woman enough? Am I motherly enough? And you would start questioning why. I mean, why is this happening to me? And we start questioning, like, we start reflecting back, is it because I did these things when I was younger? Was I a bad person? Is God punishing me for this? These kind of things start haunting you. You start thinking of all these crazy things, and it really eats you up. So and then you start seeing your friends who have babies, who have children, and everything's okay and everything is fine. My kid just threw a ball at me and I'm like, go without trying to scream. okay so yeah, so seeing other people having kids, you start questioning yourself. It's hard not to be jealous. Of course you're happy, you're super happy for your friends, but you got that feeling, it's really, really heartbreaking. So I feel this, and I know how it feels to go through and not being able to conceive a child. So yeah, I thought that this would actually really relate to me a lot. So yeah, that's why I chose this one.
Yeah, it's amazing, Shinji, because I think Sue is some of the first few artists we picked. So we had 12 emotions to map, right? And knowing from our previous arts, it's a very different mixture. But we were surprised also when she picked this. And I don't know, guys, from all these 12 artists, right, who actually spoke over the last 4 episodes, I mean, we don't know on the reach of the NFTs, the collections, the infertility awareness, on all that part. But one thing for me personally, right, I'm really pleased. I'm glad because I don't know if it's a good thing or not, Shinji, but in this journey, right, I believe that we get to know a lot about these 12 artists from the other sides of them, behind the pen, who they are and what is the journey. And I think a lot of things we can actually learn that, if someone is always happy, crazy, and making jokes, it's not just about that, it's more towards it and how they pass through the emotions towards this. So yeah, these are true amazing people. So we're pretty glad to work with them. Yeah. And just to one more thing, when I shared this to outside people, right, the collectors or people outside, a few people actually said you have a very nice voice. So I think you should know. Yeah. Off to you, Shinji.
Some voice acting, perhaps. Maybe.
Yeah. They said, who is this artist, man? She has a very nice voice.
Yeah, maybe we need to propose to Irsyad do some audio NFT already, huh? Irsyad. Just a crazy.
I actually always wanted to be a radio DJ, and also I had a podcast. It was called United Moms Club. It was under Pentas TV3 under Ice Kacang podcast, but they had to like take it down because TV3 didn't have enough budget to continue the whole series. It was actually a few other podcasts as well together, but yeah, my one was one of them. It was called United Moms Club. So yeah, it was pretty cool, but yeah, it didn't last too long, unfortunately.
Okay, Suenna, don't worry. We also have a podcast. It's called the Futurists Podcast, and we don't need a budget to run this. It's completely free. So we will definitely have you over because your voice is just very nice and very soothing. So yeah, definitely look forward to feature you in more of our episodes.
You're not co-host, Shinji.
Yeah, definitely. But I think the most important part that you told me about, what you said just now, is don't judge a book by its cover, and don't assume that we know how people run their life. And sometimes I think it can be really unfair on Twitter because Twitter is just the cover page itself. It's not even the content of the book. And people assume a lot of things, and the entire community just turns against you after saying sometimes just mistakenly saying some things, and they obviously don't know that you went through miscarriage. And this project itself of from NFT Cryptonate Legends NFT about spreading awareness towards infertility, I think it really suits you because you really know how it feels. And why not just give some more advice to people out there about talk a bit about how you actually pick yourself up from at those low points, if you are open to talk about it.
Definitely. Well, of course, it was as I mentioned in the description of the artwork itself. I said that it is a crucial. Wait, let's read the description of the collection. So I said that the woman in the womb. Okay, this piece talks about the dark phase a woman goes through after not being able to conceive a child. The pink symbolizes the uterus. It is a crucial stage before one can move on. A stage where one needs to have full support and understanding from loved ones. It is a stage of spiritual enlightenment in the darkest of times. So basically, you definitely need people around you, to be there to support you, and also to give you space and not to overcrowd the person because it's a very difficult time. But yes, the closest person is definitely your other half, which is your husband. And then it is within ourselves. The stage of spiritual enlightenment in the darkest of times is us, is if it's us with our with God, with just to reflect back to us as human, as our purpose being on earth. So and that things happen for a reason. You have to always believe things happen for a reason, and usually sometimes it's not a reason that we want or we like or we desire, but it's something that we need, or something that in the end it is actually something very good for us. We probably won't see it at that time, but later on in life we'll be able to know, okay, so this happened. But as they say, when one door closes, another more, 100 more opens. I am something like that proverb. But yeah, yeah, it takes time. It takes a very long time. So yeah, wait, my kids are fighting. So yeah, so that's how I would advise people, just be patient and believe.
Yeah, be patient and believe indeed, because I think that takes a lot of process, and not every part of our lives is the depression and sorrow lah. Sometimes it's the ups and downs of life lah, if I were to say it this way. Yeah, but obviously we have not been in your shoes before, so we are not in the right place to judge or anything. Yeah, thank you so much, Sueannajoe. I'll move on over to Irsyad for a moment before I actually bring up all the previous speakers to have a good ending towards this final episode. Irsyad, what is the end goal of Pentas? Do you guys have an end goal in mind? And are you planning to develop the platform on different blockchains as well?
Okay. For those who I'm not sure, one of our webinar, I did mention about Pentas is actually planning to build an ecosystem. When it comes to ecosystem, it's actually coming on every single aspect, especially focusing on Web3 development, Web3 and a blockchain type of development. Because we see I read books about Amazon. Amazon again start as a online bookshop, but now you see Amazon, every single internet infrastructure, you name it, cloud, whatever services, they are on those services. So now internet is shifting from Web 2 into Web 3. NFT marketplace is a brand introduction where we introduce ourselves as a marketplace. We introduce ourselves as a technology provider who provide technology of preserving culture and heritage. But at the same time, we did branch out into multiple segments: music, advocacy, corporate solutions, Pentas Invest. Hopefully, we're gonna coming out soon. Again, we are gonna build the ecosystem, and our target is to cover all of the aspect of Web3 type of development. So we hope we're gonna be a brand that we as a Malaysian can be proud of. Because Petronas only is not enough. So we need to have a tech giant here. So yeah, when it comes to Web3 innovation, I love to see we have a brand that we can be proud of.
Yeah, fantastic. So when ICO
There will be multiple stages, but you will see if, let's say, there's a wallet address that own NFT roughly about 100,000 in Pentas contract.
Wow. Okay. So definitely looking for that one. Are you guys looking to get publicly listed in the Malaysian stock market also?
Malaysia is maybe not.
Okay.
At least Hong Kong or Singapore lah.
I see. I think the best maybe is to get listed on the... Is it possible to get listed on the S&P? No, right? I don't think so, right?
Actually, there are many ways to do. But maybe I want to share something also.
Sure.
When it comes to building an entity, because we are not about ourselves, we are also about the people who are together with us since day one. When I mention day one, since we have nothing, we just have a page with no search bar, nothing, plain. So again, Pentas is not about ourselves. Even the decision that we have made about investment, especially in terms of investment into Pentas, our first priority goes back to the community. Again, I did mention this on multiple sessions. Hopefully, we receive a green light from the authorities, so that we will empower community first before VC. That is the first step that we're going to do. Then after that, we're going to branch out into multiple business segments, and we bring community together with us.
Yeah, that's very futuristic goal, and we really like it. And thank you so much, Irsyad and the Pentas team. We'll move over to Azian. Hi, Azian. How are you?
Hi.
Yeah, you were in our previous session. I think it was the second session. So what do you think about this entire event? And
with Asma and Dr. Jasma. Overall, I think this is a very, very good opportunity for me. A very good exposure for me as an artist, and I'm really honored to be even to get chosen among all the veterans, among all the amazing artists. Like many of the artists on board are the ones that I really look up to. Macam Riharu, I was just like fangirling silently masa dia cakap tadi. Okay, nak selit je. To be honest, Riharu is one of my I said this to the team before. Riharu is one of my idol in art. So Yeah, so I'm so excited. I even got his book. So bila dia cakap pasal rambut semua tu.
Yeah. You better not let him see your hair.
Riharu
Instagram Azian macam ni.
And I don't know if you guys know, Riharu's wife also Orchid is also a great artist, and she's also on Pentas. So yeah, I also look up to her as well. So yeah, amazing to get involved in this project, and also with the Queen involved. I just know about if like the highest bidder we get the Queen's signature, so I'm very close to bid on my own because I think it's a big deal. Yeah.
Raj, you should emphasize that, Raj. That's a strong point, man.
Yeah. Good point.
I would at the end, but since you brought it up.
Oh, sorry, because I'm.
No worries. I think it's quite funny, if I may, to interrupt you. Yeah. Since you brought it up, yeah. I mean, of course, it's not an easy feat because this is, as Irsyad mentioned, right? It's the first project of his own that involves direct collaboration with a number of parties and also an NGO, of course. So, Tuanku being a strong supporter inside this. So, whoever who wins the art, end of the day, will get a signed authenticity certificate from the Queen and as well from the artists themselves. So yeah, this will be one of the key values of this art, something that holds strong value on this.
I want to add out one thing. For those who remember CryptoPunk, people get it for free, right? Back then, because they are one of the early pioneers. People claim it for free, and you imagine the first batch of NFT signed by the Royal Queen.
Yep.
I'm not sure if people see it right now, but that is the first 12 signed by the Queen on NFT. So which means, wow, that's huge, man.
Thanks, Irsyad. Yeah.
So
True.
yeah.
I wish I can get the artwork, but unfortunately I'm a bit short on cash right now because I was buying the dip.
At least beat lah, bro. Beat this kid.
Yeah, but we never know. Later I end up winning the bid, right? And I have to go and because I'm a bit short on cash also. But it's definitely very happy to see these artists that get featured and by the Queen herself also. It's very, I would say, a very special event right there. One of a kind and first of the kind as well.
Bro, I think we cut Azian off halfway. Is it okay?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Azian, the word you chose was bold, right?
Sorry?
The word you chose was bold, right?
Yeah, I chose bold. The story was at first I chose the last word, and then for some reason
I'm sorry.
I revert back to bold, and I think it really fits to the characters that I always paint. So yeah, I chose bold, and through my artwork, I transfer the keyword into some sort of warrior. So because mother who go through IVF is like stronger, I don't all mothers are strong, but I can't believe the journey that they go through for IVF. So yeah, it's incredible. So that's what I try to portray in my art. So yeah, you guys can start bidding. You guys better bid on my art because I really am considering to bid on my own because I really want the sign. Okay, that's all.
Thank you so much, Azian. It's very good to hear from you again. And if you guys missed the episode with Azian, it's now on our Spotify already. You can go and listen back to it if you guys want to. We have Jihan over here. Hi Jihan, Lakaumbi.
Hi.
So what was the word you chose and why did you choose it?
Actually, I didn't get to choose my team because I was the last artist selected for this project. So I was left with the last team, which is love. And actually it was a really good emotional theme to be played around with. And I have submitted my artwork and it has been minted. The title for my artwork is Murni, which is also the name of my mother. Because when people talk about love, the one person that comes to my mind is my mother. and I think that it's very fitting for the general theme of the for this project as well. So in the end, I was actually very happy with the emotion that I got lah, the love emotion.
Oh, that's very nice. And look forward for your auction, and hopefully everything works out, and try and beat ASEAN, okay? Because I think it's a bit of a competition right now. We'll move over to
we do
Raj.
have some bids already. Just for information, we do have some bids coming in, but I think it's still until Saturday, right? You still have up on Saturday 5 p.m. So yeah, feel free to come and bid. I think it's a very good value that what Irsyad mentioned about, it's something that we managed to pull out a last minute trick, because some of the artists don't even know about this, and when they found about it, they're quite surprised. So yeah, I think it brings up the value. Yeah, go ahead, man. Sorry.
Hey, no problem.
I want to share something, Raj. Also for the artists, I've observed something is happening behind the scenes. Normally, based on the past auction, people sometimes do last minute. So my advice is go in early so that create that, how to say, the demand, or not demand, the hype. So yeah, based on the past auction record, mostly even we do with Ultimate, most of it is entering last minute, last 30 minutes. So that's what people do.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, Morpheus also tried to bid last minute, and then after that,
everyone is last minute, because most of the people who are interested to buy, they are observing right now. Not only observing, they're also observing the buying power. Example, I give you an example. If let's say you want to bid, it doesn't matter either it is on Pentas or on Foundation. Mostly people will monitor who is your competitors and their wallet balance. So that's what happening.
that's how they quote unquote snipe.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks ASEAN, and thanks Jihan for this. Now we move on over to Shah. Shah is here. Hi Shah.
Hello everyone. Hello.
So what word did you choose, and why did you choose it?
Okay. I think I tell the story in my tweet already. I'm just grateful. The first time I choose it, I thought, because when I see I got to know some of the list of the artists already. So I got to know, oh my god, it's not competitors lah, my fellow artist is so powerful, better than me. So I was thinking, oh, why not I choose something easy, a happy team. So that's why I chose Grateful at first. So when I want to start to draw, I was like, goodness. This is hard. So yeah, apparently I finally can produce one after long betapa in the gua and everything, and finally I produce nice ones based on what I feel about it. So yeah. It's
okay.
Thank you very much for sharing this on top. Yes, that's what my talk about the Grateful and my teams.
A picture says 1,000 words lah. Okay, so we will let the audience slowly absorb your artwork.
Thank you very much. Anywho, all the best for everyone. I'm glad to be part of this project because I was given the opportunity to know some of the artists. Yeah, I'm kind of like getting close for some of the artists in the list. So yeah, getting to know them is a big opportunity for artists, and big big introduction about myself in the art world. So yeah, thank you very much, Raj, for choosing me.
Sure, anytime, Shah. Thank you so much for supporting us, and your story truly inspired a lot of us.
Yeah, thank you so much, Shah. We move on over to Amir. Amisa, what's your word and why did you choose it?
Okay, my word is determined, and actually I didn't get a chance to choose my word actually at that time. So I was given a word of determined, which I'm okay with that word. When first I got that word, I'm thinking about something like if you want something, if a person wants something, he or she is not going to give up until they got what they want. So for me, I love that word and I'm okay. And but actually I'm quite nervous to start to draw about that word. So I just take a maroon as the background to portray the emotion of determined, and then playing with the eyes, that show the determination of a couple to get a baby. And if you guys already see my artwork, there's a couple, a man and a woman that represent the couple, and also there's an orb. In that orb is an unborn baby that portray the future of the couple lah. So that if they are determined enough to get what they really want, the baby will come, and with the help of technology, of course. So it's like giving them hope, and also they will get what they want if they have the emotion of determination, for me lah. But I'm not denying that other emotions are not important, because actually if they didn't go through the emotion of pain, shame, angry, they will never actually achieve that emotion of determination. So I think it is a part of all of the emotion is part of the journey, so that after the determination they will get love, joy, grateful, something like that lah. That's all from me, Scott. Thank you.
That's very interesting about determination right there. Thank you so much.
By the way, his art is a GIF, so it's a very nice animation.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do it in GIF lah, to show that because usually my artwork is in black and white. It's an line art only. So for this one, I do some kind of color. So I just want to show the transition between from the blank canvas to the line art to the colored one lah.
Yeah, that's definitely a new exploration right there, and a very good use of colors and creative, trying to make it into a GIF. And I saw it in the marketplace also. It's fantastic. Yeah, we have Asmo right here. Hello, Asmo, graffiti artist.
Hello, test, mic check. Can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear. Asmo.
Okay. Hey, thanks. Hey, I'm not feeling well actually.
Oh, what?
Sorry. I think I feel sick a bit lah, but I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm sorry if my sound is not really clear because of my throat. But yeah, I think like my artworks, I choose the word embarrassment. So basically, embarrassment is all about being torn, and then it's about hopeless and exhaustion. So I base my artwork, the whole narrative on my artwork is based on the music. I listen to a lot of rap songs. I listen to a lot of hip hop songs, hip hop music, and this is basically from one of my favorite rapper called Fields by Kendrick Lamar. So in this song, they are actually he actually express himself as a guy who is really insecure to face the world. So I try to relate his narrative into my artworks. Try to use my foundation as a graffiti artist and blend together with this narrative, and then to produce a piece of art. So yeah, basically that's what it is. Okay, thanks.
Thank you so much, Asmo.
All right.
If you guys in the audience, you missed the episode with us and Asmo, you can check out our Spotify. It's right there.
The mask man, right?
Yeah, the mask man.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Yeah. Okay, I think there are no more artists at the audience. We already featured every single one of them. I think it has been a very successful 4-episode event. And I really want to thank Raj for giving me this opportunity to host the podcast and moderate the session. It's definitely my honor to do so. But I'll just pass it over to Pentas CEO Irsyad to wrap up this session, give us a few final words, some final thoughts. Yeah, Irsyad, what do you think?
I would like to thank everyone who involved, Raj, the artist, you, Sinji, because without all of you guys, it's just another NFT project. But you guys have made it to the media. You guys have made it into the Tuanku Permaisuri. This is very huge. This is a historical moment. Again, those are the 12 NFT signed by Royal, means Tuanku Permaisuri. And again, if I want to put another analogy, CryptoPunk back then is people give it for free. We might see, because whatever arts that the artists produce today is something that might be very valuable for maybe another 2-3 years, because this is the 12th genesis of foundation with with TAF Foundation, and also the Tuanku Permaisuri. And the artist has produced very powerful, very meaningful. Because I did when I was with the Tuanku and we review the arts one by one, it comes with a story. Not only story, but this is part of Malaysian history. So be part of Malaysian history. Congratulations and good luck for those who are gonna bid.
Yeah, Irsyad, you're gonna join the bidding as well?
Not under my name.
Oh, some anonymous collector, huh? Okay, I see it. Okay, yeah, Raj, please take the session away. I think you deserve a lot of thanks because you opened up this opportunity, this project, and of course your team as well. Priya has also helped a lot, and Edan also. All your team members, they are wonderful to work with. It's a very good experience to work with them. Yeah, go ahead, Raj.
So I've speaked a lot before. So before I wrap it up and share certain things, I think, yeah, you're completely right. In this journey, it's not me. I'm just one of the many of the 8 people who actually worked tirelessly for this project. So I just take a moment, guys, if it's okay. So we have Captain Edan, we have Priya, we have Sueannajoe, we have Nazri, we have Alice, we have Vicky, we have Doubly, Faris. So I think I mentioned all of them. Yeah. So these are the people behind who worked tirelessly, from a bunch of crazy students who could have just done anything, just pick up any charity project and get it done with. We decided to create a difference, right? To make ourselves different, to really show something to the world outside. So we call ourselves legends. And I don't know where is this going to end, but one thing I realized is this entire journey, right, guys? I mean, we have actually get to work with 12 amazing artists. I'm not just saying because you guys are already here, but the whole story behind of them, to getting to know them, it really opened up my eyes, or even our team's eyes. We realized that we have amazing talent. And of course, to the Pentas team, it truly is amazing to see a local marketplace. If we thought just to play or just be part of the crypto or just NFT, we could have just done that. But they've done something amazing to create a platform. And today we see a lot of artists are trading and doing a lot of things, even side incomes and stuff. So being said all of that, I cannot thank everyone else also, especially Futurist. When we brought it up to him, and he was more than willing. I asked him, I mentioned this in the first episode, what do you actually get from this, bro? He said it's fine. It's just his passion and he's doing it, without any expectation. So a lot of parties, and especially a lot of people have shown their love and share, retweet a lot of things, I mean, this whole month we had 4 sessions every Wednesday. I think this podcast has really brought us, all of us, close together to see the other sides in depth of the artists and brought a lot of them together, right? So I'm glad that we can play a small part of that. So being said that, I don't want to drag too much. I've pinned actually the 12 pictures. As what Irsyad mentioned is completely true, When we brought this up, people always ask us, why Pentas? Why you have to do this? Why NFTs? So many whys there. But we didn't know whether we could achieve this where we are today. I don't know what the outcome is, but I'm grateful that a lot of parties help us to where we stand today, right? So we hope that we have managed to advocate a lot of people in NFTs, bring a lot of social awareness on infertility. Together with amazing artists, we help to share and bring everyone together. So I think from that part, I'm really, really happy on behalf of the team. So now after this, I would definitely be in touch with all of you. It's just not a one-off project. We will just sign it off. No, it's going to be continuation. There are a lot of projects up in mind. So at this first phase, bringing in Tuanku inside. So we hope, to land this successfully on an auction day. So get your hands on those 12 arts. Feel free to bid whatever you feel the value, because people, say, I think someone mentioned, right? Treat your customers as the kings, and kings don't bargain, This kind of quotes I used to hear. So similarly, you guys are truly amazing. So thank you for everyone's support, and we really hope that we have a great landing on this. Besides the certificate of authenticity from Tuanku, obviously, what makes this very special, as you mentioned, is the first in the Malaysia, and also in terms of awareness on infertility, is the first in the world actually on such a thing. And amazingly, 12 arts, 12 emotions that form a storyline. If you look at the picture, one can never be present without the other. So it is a collection which, should be there. So if you're able to get one, I'm really glad, because it's definitely going for the good cause, but we try to couple up good cause with the exclusivity. That's why we brought as much as value as we can to this project. Okay. So being said that, thank you to every single parties, every single people who have been there. So once again, thanks everyone.
Okay, I want to add one thing I forgot to mention just now.
Sure.
If you want to make an offer, whatever offer that you made, that is also written on the blockchain, which means if you are one of the bidder, it is immutable. It is there. It is written there. Of course, maybe some people, okay, I have a 1 BNB. Hopefully, I can win the auction. Just make an auction, because why? As I said, the moment you make an offer on that particular auction, yeah, your wallet is sealed on the blockchain. You are part of history. So make an offer, guys.
Wow, Irsyad, thanks. Really helping the artists shield their artwork also. But really, thank you so much to all the artists out there, and thank you, Raj, thank you, Irsyad.
Because why I afraid maybe some people they afraid that they can't win the bid. Maybe okay, I don't
Yeah.
know. But I want to set an idea where okay, it doesn't matter either if you win or not, make an offer, because your wallet, your offer is written on a blockchain. You are part of that history. So maybe 10 years from now, you see, okay, this artwork is put in the Istana Negara, and you see who is what bidders number 2. Yeah, that's me. Example. So yeah,
that's a very fair point right there, and you really make me want to kind of bid on one of their artworks already.
I mean, if I may add just one thing, right? I don't know if it's relevant, but I'll just put it out there. I mean, sometimes the last few days, right, when we talked to some collectors and people were saying, hey, it's out of my budget, and why is it priced this way, and etc. Of course, we value those arts, the exclusivity that comes behind it, but also there's a strong reason behind it, which I've never get the opportunity to actually share. In this journey of IVF, for one couple to have a baby, right, a one chance to give someone a life, a baby in this journey, it takes about 12 to 15,000 ringgit for one couple, right? So we hope to raise with that amount that we have put, we hope to raise about, let's say, 7 to 8 people, not many actually. So that's why the number of BNBs are positioned as such. But irrespective of that, for the cost behind, whatever offers, as Irsyad mentioned, whether we're hitting or not is a different story. But being part of it, being of the journey, I think it's going to be beyond that. So it's for the cost, obviously, but at the same time, as you mentioned, it's going to be part of history. So yeah, there's something behind that I should share with you guys. Yep, thanks.
Yeah, guys. So go and check it out. Go and check this event out. Check out each of the artists' profiles. If you don't have the budget or balance to bid, at least just help these artists retweet, because you'll never know, in the future you might have this opportunity also as an artist. So don't feel down if you are not featured or whatsoever, like, oh, these 12 artists, they are featured, but my artwork, I'm not featured, my artwork's not good. That's precisely what you're not supposed to tell yourself, okay? So in the future, we might have this opportunity again. The Queen is definitely interested in the blockchain technology, this NFT things, and if she sees this event as a success, you'll never know, in the future, maybe next year or something like that, she might have bigger event, something like that, So hope for the best.
It is possible, she loves art. But sorry, before you end this, one more thing for all the participants here. I just one request, besides, on top of that, I've actually tweeted something. I mean, I've pinned something. Feel free to share this. It's also on the social awareness side. So it's just a simple petition, no donations, nothing. This is something that, we do not advocate only on NFTs, infertility, monies and stuff, but we also try to create awareness on this. On people should stand out on that. So feel free to retweet this, please. Fill in those spread awareness petitions so that we can bring this to light. So this is something that, it's just my personal request. It's nothing to do with NFT, but it's on the cause. So yeah, sorry. Off to you, Shinji.
Yep. Thank you, everyone. See you guys real soon. If you missed the previous episodes, you know where to find it. It's at our Spotify. Go and listen to it. It's ad-free, guys. We don't put any ads inside, and we don't earn any revenue from it. So go and check it out. There's a lot of value right there. Okay, good night, guys. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone.